Today's video is a big one, and that's because we're taking our mono white Suki aggro deck from Diamond 2 all the way into Mythic rank. Now this deck, of course, is built around the Courageous Rescuer, a 3-mana 2/4 that gives our other creatures +1/+0, and whenever another permanent that you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 white ally creature token, and this ability will trigger once each turn. Pairing this with cards like Voice of Victory, a 2-mana 1/3 with Mobilize 2. When it attacks, it will have entered tapped and attacking 2 1/1 warrior tokens that will self-sacrifice at the end of your turn or combat, either or, and it's end step, but that self-sacrifice will trigger Suki's ability. Furthermore, your opponents can't cast spells on your turn, which is awesome. And then the last Ronin technique, Sneak, return to hand, will also trigger Suki, as well as any removal your opponent might have or chump blockers that take place. This will allow us to go wide while powering up the team and maintaining field advantage. So today we're going to break down the deck throughout our matches and climb as high as we can, as fast as we can through the ladder. And I think we had about a 71% win rate, so a fairly successful deck if you're still not in Mythic this month and looking to get there in the next few days. On the draw, keeping 7, playing my most competitive deck. We even have our Magic hat on. That's how you know we mean biznaz. Lightstall Inquisitor. Snooping in on our opponent's hand. What you got over there? What you playing with? I see, an orange land. Take your time. Ooh, a control deck. Juice guy. That's fine. That's fine. You do you. I'm gonna swing for 2. Lumin in. Station the frigate with the light stall. It's going to push up the Inquisitor. Rinse and repeat. Tablet's good. Should I take it? I might. I might take tablet. Mana ramp. Sorry. That's 2 instant and sorcery mana. I'm not having it. Not a chance. Moosey in, right? Or do we just push this up by 1? No. For 4, then restation. Or land. Can we dodge a field wipe? No. Womp, womp, womp. Alright. We are in. We make the creature. Station and hit for 3. Down to 10. Do they have another field wipe? Having 1, I get it. Having 2? That's impressive. So land, 3 in hand. Pushing the target on the frigate, which will push down the rest, but what do you do? Here's another frigate with a land. House Mouse pushes up Spirit and is in play, and then stations the frigate as we hit for 7, down to 3. Another field wipe? Maybe Life Gain. They run Lightning Helix. You know, you name it, right? Inevitable defeat. That's another good example. They gain 3 life from that removal. 3 mana left up, which is a little off. And, well, 3 cards in hand as well. So, land, they pass. That's not good. On a Spirit. Good game. They don't have an answer, and that pushes us to 6. Very nice. All right, all right. Not like a great hand by any means, but if it's an aggro deck, then maybe we can get away with something here. They do have open mana, so this could, you know, be a little bit of work, but that's okay, right? We have a second creature, and well, once we get the first one on, the rest should just fall into place. I'll wait, and I think maybe just erode it. Well, no, because we need to shelter it. Take the damage. It is what it is. And we just want them to tap out, really. A second. No land. I'm not giving you the land. No, that's my land. And then if they don't have land, it's going to be pretty difficult to get through the ward. Right? Because I need to cast a spell, which is 1 mana. And then they also need to pay the ward 2, which is not going to happen. And, I mean, furthermore, this has got to be a scoop. I'm so sorry. Ugh, the 1 land hand. Classic. Classic. Now, you can't keep a 1 land hand. The game will punish you every single time. Going first, keeping 7. Inquisitor for a little peek-see. What you got over there? What kind of deck you playing over there, Bill? I don't like that. What else you got? This is a good card. I like it. We just need Dahlia back. What was that? Holy, I am in danger, dude. I just want to overwhelm them. Try to get this 3rd land. If not, you know, we have options. They paid for that. Lightning Helix. Counterspell. Dang it! We should have went with the invasion on their turn. My bad. We suspected a counterspell, but risking it for the biscuit. And now with the 4th land, we can double cast here, which is great. Not that I will, because I'm pretty sure it's just removal. This is 5 mana. We're hitting for 6. We do 7. It's not changing anything. Lightning Helix scares me. Zevael, which is just, you know, gonna sit on top of my library. I like it. I don't think it's a bad card. It's certainly better than a land. I'll cast this now while they're tapped. Pass over. Land in play. Here's an enforcement. And there is a good gum. Another win in the books. Ooh, we're in Diamond 2. I've been playing a lot of jank decks, so we really need to focus on our rank today because it's like the last day. On the draw, keeping 7. Voice of Victory on 2. Well, it does have Menace. We cannot block. 2nd land in play with a plot Slick Shot. I do like Voice, but I'm afraid too little too late. Hit for 2. Nothing to take. Let's hold a road. with a secondary voice. A second slick shot. Woo-wee! 3 to 16. Here's another voice. Let's hit for 5. 13. Nothing to take. Pass over. A road is up. If they have like a targeted spell, Volt Wave. That's pretty good. 3, 13. Speed for double strike. Can't block that. Alright. You gotta take the double strike. Right, that would be 8 damage versus 3. Or even if it goes to 5 here, right? Taking 10 is still a lot. Ooh. I think we're dead. Play the frigate. Tap the veteran. Tap 4. 4, 8. Bunch. That is so hard. Was that enough damage? I can't tell. I only was getting it to 8. I only past 10. I really have a hard time. All right, opponent's gonna go first. We can keep 7 here. A little slow, but control deck possibly. Maybe a tempo build. Both equally as annoying, and that could go either way too. Ooh, even worse. Ah, man. So it's got to be an invasion or double cast. I like the reinforcements. If they tap, then we cast. Ever listen to Billy Talent? Canadian classic. The third land is in play. Counter magic is still, I think, very much on the menu. Do we go for it? Yeah, I mean, I certainly would. 1 counter spell, please. Thank you. We do have another for next turn. Don't tell them. Second counter spell, please. Ooh. We're hitting for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold up a road, I guess. They definitely have removal. Or flanker, which would block. But I don't care about a block. Gaining life and scrying. Because what if they need that land? One to the top. Ooh, let's force the shuffle. Give them the land, force the shuffle. No. Because Suki's here. And that gets the ability, right? And then we'll go with a veteran. That way there's not 4 land. There is here. We'll field wipe though. Here's a frigate. Counterspell. Here's a little moosey. Counterspell. Really? Let's station. And, well, the rest is going to be history here. They need to remove Suki. Another flanker, and I'll give them the land this time. They're going to gain some life. Goodbye. They're up to 14. We hit for 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 20 damage here. -6. Good gam. Good gam. Another win. And we're killing it. On the draw, keeping 7. Curving directly into Suki. Can we find a 2-drop? A Voice of Victory? Perchance? Wouldn't that be nice? We do have the Badger removal on deck, which is good. This could be bad. Reanimator build? That would be more of a Surveil than a Scry though, right? Still could be a control deck. What's going on here? Paying 2 life. Here's a Temple. Hit for 2. This is way too many land. We have 5 lands in hand. No 2-drop here is unfortunate. I'm going to go with the Evangelist before Suki, I think. Alright, and then this is 2 bodies being pushed up instead of 1 body being pushed up. Bitter Triumph. Ooh, discarding Summon Bahamut. And that's our Brave control card too, so this is not looking good. And blue land, I think, kind of solidifies the reanimation. Here's our Evangelist. Not that we can't get it, but looks pretty grim. Next turn, I think it all ends. 4 in hand. Iora is not terrible. Drawing and discarding. Double land. Card. On the Evangelist, can't be blocked. Take our hit for 5. Now it's in play, and then, well, I don't know if we're ready for our grand finale. This is gonna, you know, end one way or the other. Ah, they got it. So do they kill the Evangelist or Voice of Victory? The Evangelist is probably best. Hit for 3? Maybe. They should use Surveil lands instead of Scry. This really does not work out well for us. But neither does just hanging out. We can activate the Air Temple as well. We'll lose Suki here, which sucks. But the Air Temple again does kind of bring us back. This will defend as well, right? Maybe like in a road or a shelter by ghosts. Something to open up an attack lane. Seam Rip's not doing it. Ooh. We're gonna keep that for next turn. A land. Another land. 6 lands in this deck is way too many. Drawing 2. Nice. That's gonna get us. Well, maybe they're all lands. Unlikely. But what do you do? I mean, drawing, discarding. I'm gonna sacrifice 4 in hand, 4 available mana. They attack. No block. Down to 16. Then there's a field wipe. Another with a glass skip. Good game. Classic. Let's mulligan for better land. Finding 3 is important, but let's toss one back. All right, the hand is down to the ground. There's no 3-drop here anyways, so why prepare for something that we don't even have? Oops. We'll get it. We'll get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let me order the chances. Of course. You gotta run your mouth. The game says, wait a minute. I had some thoughts on that. Well, let's hit for 2, and we do have a flash spell here. So if there's any counter magic, we can easily sidestep, and that third land does appear. Nice. See, I told you. Trust the process. They're not spending their mana. Wow. Oh, they don't have to. It's a Kona deck. Just cast Omniscience and win. Classic. And I mean, there's definitely counter magic up. Which is brutal. Let's hit for 4. Again, you know, there's something there that I can Here's our Moosey. I mean, yeah, you gotta counter something, right? Yeah, I think that's okay. Now, is there a Kona? A 4th land, untapped Kona, station the Kona, Omniscience in play. And then we cry and cry and cry. No, I will be okay, right? These are good decks. The Kona deck, the Carvero deck, or Superior Spider-Man, since the cosmetics are transferring over. It was pretty confusing having 2 names for each card, right? Really? I say go for it. We could do another invasion since they didn't play a land, and they're wanting to draw and discard with their mana here to secure that land. So if we force the counterspell, there is no counterspell. This is stunning a creature, which is fine. We can get a big hit, but now this brings in the Kona playline here with hexproof, thanks to the Lost Maze, the moment it's tapped. So if they got the land, we're cooked. If not, I think we get them. Boom! Alright, sometimes you do get the win. It's unlikely. Lots of times it seems like they always have it, but not today. It's because we have the mythic sleeves on, you know? He's got the hat. He's got the hat. Can't beat him anymore. On the draw, keeping 7. Hello. Sleight of hand. With, and is it prowess? Is it lessons? I'm gonna go with prowess spell elementals. I don't want to play into counter magic. Was not a counterspell, but could have been main phase to return this. It's Voice of Victory is high priority against them, so I want to make sure it's not countered. An off 2? Sure, yeah. An instant speed spell main phase. Third land. Boy, oh boy. Let's take our hit. They can't resist. Damage reduction. It's good. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Now, I think Suki should be the play, but we're going to go with Voice of Victory so they can't counter Suki unless they deal with Voice here. And then we'll just repeat that back. 4 in hand, 4 land, as well as the Detect Intrusion available. Elemental, not bad. So no counter spells up for them here. Here's Suki. I think we just go for it. Because it will be a, oh, not the Cyclone Summoner. What's its name? Sunder Flock Elemental or something. We lose the voice, but we get it 2-1 to replace. They're down to 6. Do they have it? Low state. Looking for it. Looking for it. If they don't get it, we're in a really good position. What a topdeck.ca. Let's shut down any interaction with another voice. Hate this game. It's intapped. This could be worse. Let's take the elemental. And we still hit for 4. Game. I told you, we got the sleeves on. We got the hat on. We're getting our wins on. On the draw, keeping 7, 1, 2, 3 is the place to be. We have our sleeves out. We could change our cut up. Ooh, a peach. I love a good peach. Eat it right off. How many peaches can he eat before feeling sick is the question. All of them. They just programmed an animation. He's just like throwing up peaches after like 12. I have an apple tree, and the deers come around in the fall, and the apples start to fall off the tree, and they're grazing and eating way too many apples to the point where they are like vomiting up apples. It is quite the sight to see. Two. I like the technique, but post Suki, right? It's a really good card for us. Counterspell. I love the land art they have. Earache. Impromptu earache. Ah. I mean, they know we have Suki, so if there was a counterspell, they'd use it here. Since we have 2, I think we can still just play it. Our charge is fine. It's a massive hit. We need a field wipe. We have technique up. We have voice up so they can't interact. Betrayal on a token. Fine. I think we're okay. A deceit? What does that thing do? Does it return it to my hand? Oh, I hate that. I will sneak the enforcement back to hand. And then we have protection if it's a field wipe. If not, we're going to hit for maybe lethal next turn again. Nothing? Really? Okay, here you go. I mean, either way, this is coming back. Good gum. Alright, we're almost into Diamond 1. Alrighty then. Keeping 7. Chocobo's not good. Here's an Inquisitor. Hello. Good game. We need a Sheltered by Ghosts. We need an Erode. Well, Erode is actually kind of bad in this matchup, because they get the landfall trigger. Alana, we're out. Land in. Badger Mole up. This is not good. We do have the attack, though. I'll gladly take either of those. Survivor out. Mouse out as well. Maybe we can find a 1-drop. I want the Summoning Sickness off these before we play the Frigate. Oh no. Leatherhead, what does that do? Destroying enchantment or artifacts? I use enchantment on artifacts. Dang it. Well, let's feed it to them. In theory, we could double block. I don't know. That Leatherhead is actually really good here. Can we double block this or just lose the Frigate? They're not attacking. That's interesting. Leatherhead can't block it. I'll happily trade with the others. Do we go all in? By golly, I think we do. Oh lord, if it lands. And turn, I have the blocker with the light stall. They have all the mana in the world, 3 in hand. Ooh, 29. Oh no. Might form with the sacrifice land. Goes to 10 and then to 20. Oof. Wait. And then we only block 3 of that, and then the other attacks get it. Good game. That was a close one. That was a close one. We're actually going first, and we have a turn 2 Voice of Victory. Can we find a third land for the Evangelist? That's going to be the big question here. I think we probably could. There's some mulligans going on over here. Let's see what we're dealing with. I don't want to offer them the Survivor early in case there's some removal, but at the same time, we don't really know what's going on yet. Oh, so this is actually maybe good. It is an adventure deck. Or sorry, a lessons deck, that's it. Let's hit for 2. They could block, that's fine. Get that otter out of here. And now they need to deal 4 damage to us, which they can for 3, but not on 2. Talent is in. Third land off the top. Dang it. Hopefully they don't draw their third land. And we really need ours. Uh-oh. So we lose the voice? Or do we lose the survivor? Both are worthy targets for removal. The voice is gone. But now we can take this demonstration from the grave. No land. Ouch. Pass over. We could cast this now, but they're all 1 power, and they have the deal 1 damage to everything, right? So I don't want to play into that. Drawing and discarding. Monument in play. And they have a talent for the draw discard. Tossing a land. Treasure or draw? I think draw. Always draw first. Yeah. So they're tapped out. Here's our invasion reinforcement. Third land off the top. Big money, no whammies. A 3-drop, too. Holy. That hurts. They're going to block the survivor here. This is the only thing we can. Hard locked on, too. With a mitt of 3 drops. That's every 3-drop I have. Grand for the reduction. I don't think we're getting out of this. We're too far back. And now there could definitely be a counterspell, so I want to play Suki as we have it back up. It'll quench it, right? Yeah. Oh, for sure. They toss a monument. Drawing a card here first. There's the counter. We don't have an attack. Pass over. They have a 1-drop spell, it looks like. Basics, which is actually a decent card to keep with talent in play, right? Combustion. Grand can draw and discard as well, right? There's the boomerang on the talent. Nice. Discarding Grand. This is going to be a treasure or 3 damage. 3 damage down to 14. Here's a talent. For a cycle, this will make a treasure. It's the last option. Another land, 1 in hand. I would have kept the land to discard personally, but that's all right. Try this one more time. It does land. We are swanging. Get the block and the replacement. It's decent. They're at 9 with 2 in hand. We're at 14. Cool but rude would annihilate us. More monuments are also very good. Removal on Suki. Dang. Not bad. 2 in hand post monument draw. Land in play. You got to keep those to discard. You're going to grab, I would assume, a talent. Sorry, not a talent. Boomerang Basics. The other half of the talent. There it is. Bounce that back. Why not? What are we to do? They're definitely going to beat us here. They're tapped out. And I think this is just creating a treasure, so in theory they still have 2 mana available because of Grand's reduction. Now we draw the land. Classic. Here's an Evangelist. It'll quench you. I'll scoop up. Abandon, which is still good. Evenly damage at this point is getting fairly threatening. Down to 8. We could still erode for favorable attacks. We'll see. Free in hand. They probably remove the Evangelist. Are they just grabbing their boomerang back? Oh, 1 damage to everything. That's got to be a good game. And their prowess survives it. Yeah. Nice. On the draw, keeping 7. Inquisitor on 1. Let's see what they have. Maybe we can bait a stack of enchantments that doesn't have protection. We'll have to be careful about it, and hopefully we get there. Good card. Nope, they've got a second creature. That's not good. They want to block. That's fine by me. I have 2 more creatures. So if they have removal, doesn't do much. That ward is annoying. Well, it's not anymore. Hit for 8 is substantial, but... as is this. It's a lot of value to lose. Well, let's swing for 6 and tie it up, right? Sugar Willis. I mean, they could still play Shelter by Ghosts and stuff like this, right? A 3rd Ethereal Armor. You know how impressive that is? I thought it was going to be a 4th one. No blocks. Down to 9. There's a frigate. Let's swing with everything. Maybe we need an emergency block, which we could have hit for 1 more. 3 more, actually. I should have played that first and tapped it. That's kind of a misplay. It's okay, though. What was that draw? We're still not in that bad of a spot. Shelter by Ghost, we lose. Mermaid Rescue's pretty good. Not at 9, though. Yes, we still have the block. Hitting for 7 is substantial. Oh, they could kill this. That's pretty good. No attacks? Hmm. On a 4, 2 blocks up. And they can destroy the frigate. Oh. A land. Let's tap a mouse now. And they have to block. We have vigilance to block in return. And this is going to sacrifice itself. It's going to chump block, right? It's going to declare a blocker. And then before damage, sacrifice itself to kill a frigate. They just take it. They do not kill it. Wow. Which means they have the defender. What do they top deck? If only this was another blocker. Good game either way. Shelter by Ghosts. Cherry on top. Scavenger. Half the block. This should push up a frigate easy. We would go up to 9, but I think the blocker's more important. Because if they sheltered... No, force that block. Because it could be removal and then they get double counters. Right, if they got a shelter, they would remove the block and then get double counters, which would be brutal. If it's a... I think they've already played. Okay, another creature is still good. For 5-3? No, they can't do that. Good game either way. That was a great game, by the way. Another land. What do you do? What do you do? We're lucky they didn't get a shelter. Let's just leave it at that. On the draw, keeping 7. Let's get the stats on the draw, on the play here, because I think that it's skewed. I feel like I'm always going second. It's just not fair, man. This is a very good card on 1, as is this on 2, 3, and 4. But we gotta get around a lot of things here. They're not gonna block. I mean, I don't think so. It's a Llanowar Elf. You never block with that. Take our 2. Beavers is ours. I love communing with Beavers personally. Top it. Breakout. That's a good card. Badger? Yeah. Okay. Llanowar Elf now taps for 2. Wow. They play an Oral board. I am going to freak out. Go Evangelist. I gotta hold this. A worm? A worm? What is a worm? I don't know, man. Suki Erode is up. Oh, Ouroboros is a worm. What's a worm? Duh. Anti-worm. Push up and attack, that's fine. And a Line Weaver. Whoa. Or they just defend. They still have Tyvar though, right? Which is a lot. But I think we still have, you know, some decent attacks here. I think that's our best bet, is just to push it. They have the 1/4 power creature, that's it. Right, just Tyvar, which they don't want to lose. That blocks reinforcement, sure. Or the Sanguine Evangelist, better yet. The Badger Molds they don't want to lose, because that also works with Tyvar. As does the Weaver, but I think the Weaver goes pre-Badger. They have 16. I mean, they can definitely take some... Whoa! Oh, gets indestructible. Okay. 1 of 4. We get a blocker here as well. And if Last Ronin technique can land... What is this card? I mean, we might just be dead with 2 blocks also. Because it only costs 5. Which they have, right? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They could do it twice. That's a tough one. Going first, keeping 7. Survivor on 1. Cheeky House Mouse on 2. Potentially with removal. We'll see, we'll see. Ooh. Good card. Get for 3. Nothing to take. Here's the mouse. Intapped is pretty brutal for us. And the life gain's not great either. Black in the mix. Gaining life for virtue. No land. Ugh. Let's just take life gain. We could seam rip it too, but there's nothing else to play with it. And I don't think they're playing creatures. And then tap Coils of War. Token, sacrifice it during your turn, make a 1/1. We'll just take it. Doll Shop, that's a good card. Ooh. This is ours. Hit for 3. 14. Can we get our 3rd land? Please. I mean, if not, we do have the frigate at least. prefer to play more creatures, though. Pay 2 for a draw. Fine by me. Lunar Convocation. Third land, nice. Suki's in play. Let's hit for 7. Game. Going first, keeping 7. See how that pans out for us. Why not Mythic yet? This is taking longer than I'd like. I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft is the thing. You should see my DPS. A true pumper. Let's hit for 2. Technique in play. A lot of removal, more than I'd like. Crew it up while station. A little different. Ofting. Let's take the creature, no problem. Open up our attack lanes. Keep hammering home. Station the mouse. 3. Station the Inquisitor. This needs to go to 12. 4 more. A Slick Shot Show Off. Ooh. And a Burst Lightning? Ah. A Boomerang basic? I'm just gonna replay it. Oh my gosh. I'd rather do this. I mean... Do you get a better opportunity? We can station that out. Hitting for 1 less, but it's now in play. Now we have 2 lifelink creatures. That's pretty good, right? Flow State, a great card, but I think maybe a little late. Second land, 4 in hand. The Frigate with a Boomerang basic would be very good. Let's hold up the Invasion Reinforcement. Swing for 7. Up to 27. Pass over. I mean, that's a lot of additional damage to now have required. Talent for an Otter. 4 in hand. Boomerang on the Frigate. Not bad. That's, Oh, well, that's pretty good. 2 mana. They're welcome to hit for 3. Well, it's actually only 1. This has Summoning Sickness. +1 there. Take the show off. Swing for 6. They're forced to block the 4/2. Good game. Only 2 lands there. That's actually impressive. Alrighty then. Keeping 7. Playing first with the Survivor. In case it's a Reanimator deck, this will keep it in check. Air Temple can be a double light stall. Unfinished Geniaz. Not bad, not bad. We do get our third land, which is awesome. We don't have an attack, but we can definitely tax their hand. This can create a treasure if you've already cast. And then, of course, is the wild idea. Let's tax their hand again. No attack, pass over. These lands are in tapped. 4 in hand, though, still. Cast a spell, tap for a treasure, which opens up our attack lanes. Hopefully it's not a removal spell. I don't think I'd like that very much. The Maestro. Huh. Well, I think we just remove it because they could combo. Well, they're not comboing next turn, though. It's the turn after. So I say, let's get them. Hit for 6. They can obviously block one of them with the Genius. Now they only have 4 mana on the turn. Potentially less if they don't have an untapped land. Which I would suspect that... Ooh! Okay. That's a dead card. They can't cast that. And now we can kind of address the threat with that Maestro, so they can't combo out. Attacking? Maybe, I don't know. So again, I don't really see a block here. And if they do, then we could save our removal. Let's swing. There's the block. Take our 6. Stock up is ours. Here's a Survivor. And I will erode the Maestro. Just so they're not, you know, putting us in some loop, which I think definitely can still do, but we'll see. Down to 6, right? They do have to figure it out right here. Could be a field wipe, as simple as that too, right? We can draw our 5th land. We have Air Temple online. Stallion in play, 4 mana up potentially, which is not an Opus trigger. I love the art on this. Charm kills them both. That's criminal. Literally criminal. So we only hit for 2, potentially less. They still have 2 mana up, and they can make a treasure here, which they're not doing. Let's go on Suki. All in. Genius blocks Suki. Stallion still needs to maybe block something. That is good. That is good. I did not think they had more in tank. Sure. Mouse in play. We're in a dangerous position because now they've got the 5-drop on top of the Stallion. I need a Sheltered by Ghost. Now there's 2 of them, right? And this can grab the next copy, which is really good. I like this. This is a nice match. A land. Oh no. All in. 2 cards in hand, 2 available mana. Air Temple active at least. And we get them. And getting these stallions down is important. Because they both have the Opus trigger at that point, right? And then you're getting 4 and 8 and... Woo! Running a horse ranch at that point. Alright. Losing our token, which is fine. Suki at 3, 3 land, 4 in hand. Stock up, taps them. Shelter by Ghost off the top. Another land. They have to block this. Well, I mean, they don't have to. I suspect they do. Play this freaking land. That's 6 lands. That's a lot. It's a longer game, though. Another Stallion. 5 mana up for the trigger still. They're commanding it. Oh. Couldn't they make a copy of an elemental with this? They could have had, because this is an elemental. I'm just gonna make it for myself. I will also attack. Kill a horse. Nice, 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 nice. I'm tempted to play the second Suki, trigger the first. Make a token. We've seen 2 commands. No, hold it. There's probably removal. And then we won't have anything. Fourth Stallion. I'm sure that's number 4. Actually, only 3. Okay. That's awesome. Truly. Maestro, we did deal with that earlier, but I think we've got bigger problems. They still have 5 mana up. Can they cast another? Oh my god. These all have haste too, right? Yeah, they do. Nice. That's so cool. And the cool thing about this is basically the free-to-play deck we showcased with just a few upgrades. Right, at the Stallion, at the Maestro, and then the command. That's so cool. Typically I scoop up, but I'll allow it. This is a certified horse ranch. That's fantastic. Absolutely love it. Holy, eh? 110. Going first, keeping 7, curving into Suki, Light Stall on 1, Invasion on 2. An ally build, interesting. Let's swing for 2. They might block it. Interesting. Voice of Victory on 2 is as good as it gets, and you know, if we can get rid of any, you know, blockers that they have and allow the attack through, perfect, right? So we're able to facilitate that here, and then, you know, hitting for 6 is in itself good, but having it trigger Suki when they leave the battlefield is just a whole nother thing. The Fearless, now that is a good card. Double life gain draw. Oh, it's both, sorry. Ooh. I don't mind if I do heal. Don't mind if I do. Let's take that. And let's continue to tax the hand. Massive hit. 11 damage, down to 3. Suki triggers. Classic. Ally for 4. Here's a self-pull. Gaining 2 life. And I'm drawing 2 cards, right? The life gain triggers as well. 4 life gained. So there's 2 bodies. And the blocks as well, right? So, this is a +1/+1. This is our most important card. Let's put it here. They have to block regardless, so forcing a double block there, if they want it, is good. Well, you only have 12 life. They went for a triple block. Maybe 1 Void Direct is probably a good idea. Only they had stopped enough damage. I was gonna say, the triple block on 1 I don't think is gonna be great for the damage phase here. Going first, keeping 7. Voice of Victory is all I need. This is actually a lot of removal that I don't want, but let's just see how it plays out. If we draw any more removal, it's not great. Here's our voice on 2. Land is not... We don't need any land either. Tremor impacts. Okay, I am fine with this. I think I almost leave the creature for now and just take Tremor. Because if they have that 4-drop, we're cooked. Play the Frigate. Don't interact with it yet. Just get free. Suki off the top with a road. Yeah, I was thinking that would be good too. Another Impact Tremor. Which is weird because the Bastronaut doesn't make tokens. They should be playing their own Voice of Victory. That's criminal. Honestly. Wow. I mean, we could kill our own tokens with a road to thin our library of lands, but haven't we already done that? Goblins on a Krinko. Goodbye. Have a land. I mean, that's a great card, specifically with Impact Tremors. 117. Max speed is online. Have another land. Well, I mean, if we don't remove it now, then they're just going to dump into it. And so if we're not removing a 1/1 double strike, are we removing a 3/3 or a 4/4 double strike? The answer is, well, I certainly hope we will. I'm going to frigate this turn. No attack. Missing 3 damage, but then gaining that up immediately next turn. Nice. In play. 8, 9, 10, 11's not 12. Oh, I know. Me too. Nothing but land. I feel you. Here's to see another one. I mean, I guess they're 2 lands ahead of us. Which sucks. And the game bones you like that. Sorry. It happens. They're probably, like, so upset. I'm so sorry. On the draw, keeping 7. 2 lands as a keep for me, basically, always. Seam Rip on the Augmenter. So see you later. And then we have our Inquisitor at the ready. Ooh. Ooh. And I will hold up a road. Ouroboros scares me. Big time. Interesting. What do you think that's meant to stop? Third land. The Hunter. The Hunter. Remavel. Take your draw. Take your land. Whatever, dude. I have an apple turnover. There's nothing you can do to bring me down. Let's attack. Sneak. Hit for 3. Replay the taxation. What was that? A bushwhack. That's a fight spell. Mm-hmm. Land in tap. Choose a card name. It's activated abilities, eh? Yeah. I don't really have any activated abilities in deck. Nope. Sorry. Oh, we do. The land. We have Temple. What did they pick? Plains. I don't think those are activated. That's like a pretty good card, right? And they would fight with it, but they'd also fight with this. So let's be cautious. I need that bushwhack out of hand, pre-shelter. A Sculptor Nexus? A Gold 700? Dude. What's mine say? Huh. I need Bushwhack to be cast or I'm cooked. Going first, keeping 7. Inquisitor. Well, that's your none one. I changed my mind. Sorry, I'm 2 coffees deep. I'm all over the place. No block. It's yours. Voice of Victory, please and thank you. Hit for 2. I like a handful of 1-drops. That's awesome. Really good stuff. The Blade. That takes a survivor, unfortunately. No attack. The 3rd land. What you got over there? It's obviously a Mardu artifact deck. Maybe they're using the snake. Weapons manufacturing, potentially. Looking into their hand. Taxing the cards exiled by 1. Hit for 3. They couldn't definitely block if they want. Alright, they can play this card until the end of their next turn. Oh, Ravenous Robots. Just the thing for you. Unfortunately, they can probably play it. Like if they have a 3rd land, play it and then an artifact on top for 1. Let's see. Don't have it, don't have it, don't have it, don't have it, don't have it. Don't have it, don't have it. Ooh. Not only did they have it, but it's removal on my best card. How wooed. We gotta take the robots. Go ahead, block it. Take out an Inquisitor. Hit for 4, down to 10. Voice of Victory back in play. 2 in hand. 3 post-draw. Suki off the top. We don't even need it. Good game. They drew Suki, like, it doesn't even belong in their deck. Well, actually, they have 2 white sources. They could. Going first, keeping 7. It's nice to finally get to go first a few times. Lightstall in on 1. Cheeky on 2, I think, right? The life gain deck. Ooh. Voice of Victory. You are a good card. This was a Font of Hope, so we're dealing with an Angel deck. Do they have a 2nd? They do. I gotta remove this. I don't know how. Here's a mouse. There's a frigate. Tap the mouse for the station. And then they're not going to block because they need the hope. So we're hitting for 9, down to 9, which is substantial. And we have technique ready. We have a cheeky mouse squeaked by ready. Furthermore, let's station the frigate with the Inquisitor. 3rd land, 4 mana. We had to station. We just had to station, didn't we? Yeah. Maybe we get a Shelter by Ghost off the top and just like a lucky play line, but maybe even just a Suki would be good too. Alright, that's warped for a land. I literally don't care. That's an Angel too. Just grabbing a 1-drop instead of land, which is good. They can tax a road. A Momo first. Nice. Yeah, that is good. Technically, they still have 2 mana. 3 blockers, though. Let's take this light spell. Take the font. For 3, a little less, but having that second creature in play I think is worthwhile. Down to 6, we're at 19. If they have another split up. Ugh. Then we are most certainly cooked. Hmm. 3 in hand that we don't see. Play the Angel. And another 1-drop. Ooh, 6 land. Dang, okay. Do whatever you want then. You don't even... You're good. Gaida and then the other Angel? Well, no, the reduction's gone now. They have an Overseer, which draws a card and gains life. Nice. Up to 7. 3 flyers. Whew, down to 16. All in. Technically, we could sneak our own mouse. But I don't see them not taking that. I think this is the right play line, because then we get the same amount of damage. I don't know why they didn't block with the other. It's curious, but we'll play it out. They still have 3 in hand. 2 with the Angel to grab another 1-drop, which is really good. The Suki off the top would be better than this Frigate, but it's still there. Even another 1-drop to play with it, so all of these can attack. There's the Shepherd. Just another 1-drop for blocker, which is great. It's so good. Another Overseer for a draw and life. They're holding on. They're doing it. They got the blockers. Nice. This is tough for us. This is really hard. Even with the Suki, they've got 3 toughness. Right? So that is problematic, to say the least. Down to 13 as well. Yeah, that is bad. Well, this is good, though. Mouse the Veteran. Hit for 3. Oops. Play the mouse. Frigate having been taxed there kind of sucks, but Oh, they hit for 8. We've got the block on the 5/4 on the ground, but, you know, 12 damage in the air is extensive. They just need to play one flyer to push up Momo and win. A single flyer and they win. Three cards in hand. A shelter by Ghost, like one additional power will do it. I think they have a shelter by Ghost here. Good game. Ooh, wee! That was a fun one. Going first, we cannot keep one land, no matter how much we like the hand. Just can't do it. I will toss a technique. Keep a road. It could be like an Aura's deck, right? And you really only need one removal spell to win those. Sometimes, if you get lucky. Hello? Are you there? Playing on your phone at the grocery store. Classic. I like the Survivor on 1. Having a voice on 2 is fantastic, and actually not that bad on 3. I prefer not only a third land, but also our Suki. Two. Now, they cannot cast on our turn, which is typically quite good. Surveilling 1. The Survivor can take that, which is good. A melded Moxite, which is the Jund Dino Reanimator. We see a Dino put in there. Good game. We have the Survivor, and I mean, that's going to absolutely style out on them. Going first, keeping 7. Having 1 drop, 2 drop is awesome. It's an aggro deck, and then you have Shelter by Ghosts. It's basically a win. Ooh. You need that mana? You need that mana? Taking that. And now we have Ward. So it costs 3 mana just to target us. Well, 2 to target us, 3 to remove. Another drum. I'll take it. For 4, that's going to keep them from double casting. It being on the mouse isn't great, because they could just play like a 1 power creature, but they're down to 11, and if they needed that, paying 2 for Hellkite, which can't target us, and it's warped so it leaves the battlefield. Well, I mean, it can target our little bro, but for 4 to 5 is good. Suki up the top, maybe? This is an instant speed spell. I will hold it up. Nice one, Maya. You scared him off. Ooh, Diamond 1. We are making progress. All right, opponent's going first. 1, 2, 3. Survivor, as it could be a Reanimator deck. And we know how well that works out sometimes. Well, not at all. Yeah, working out well, is it? Let's keep the mice, play reinforcements. The sneak by is actually fairly powerful, right? It is a Reanimator deck. Oh no. Okay. Not terrible. I could have more removal, I suppose. Not the worst, though. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. I mean, it's good. It's good. So good, in fact, that I triple mouse. Yep. I mean, I would block it. Why not? Three of them. That's time for a new house. If you have if you have a single mouse, it's time for a new house. The speaker tutors. No. They tossed a land. They don't have something to bring back yet. So a little wiggle room. Have they played a land? No. There's no attack with Suki. But we get the other card. One more turn. And then it's a big hit. They're gonna play the Overlord for 2. Leaves them 3. Oh, they hard cast it for 5. Woo! Boonbringer. Oh no. Oh no. No attack. Suki out. They block the Truce with the Bale Mark. And a Speaker with a mouse. For 8. Make a replacement. We have lost 1. We do have Technique available, though. Now they need to discard... Oh, they don't. It's there. I didn't see it. They just need to reanimate it now. Do they have it? No. 3 blockers. 10 life, which is good. Four land up. Could be removal as well, right? What? So it's a removal spell? Or they found it, and now they're gonna play it. Post-attack. Okay. They had it the whole time. Keeping 7... The hand doesn't look terrible, and we do have some new cards here. Back-to-back Reanimator matches? I'll die. Taking a road? Or the Frigate? What you doing, Willis? The Frigate. Oh, okay, I see you. Let's hit for 2. Technique the mouse back. Upgrade to 3. Then we have Emeritus available on 3, or, you know, double mouse a road. Unholy Annex.ca / that's a really good card. We're gonna make the token ourselves. For 3 to 13. And, well, we're on demon duty. The core is a demon that I cannot interact with. That sucks! Up to 15. Woo-wee. All in. I don't know why they would not have attacked. Seems silly. Maybe there's no field wipe. If there's a field wipe, we lose. If not, we have the win. Open up the attack lane and go. Another Annex is not a field wipe. 3 of them? Oh, man. That's just enough life to survive forever. Holy, eh? aggressive. As is this, but they block 4 up to 15. Settling at 1. Take the back. They gain 6 life to 7, but they could definitely still have a field wipe. All the cards in hand to have it. There's no way they don't. A new Dean for a token. Still 4 mana. Up to 7. This is crazy. Triple draw. And I gotta watch. I'm down to 5. Whoa! Thing does damage too, remember. Alright, let's open up our lanes. Good game. That was a close one. That was a close one. We're lucky they didn't have a field wipe. Going first, keeping 7, looking for our third. Veteran on 1. Brave control here against any Reanimator style decks. As this may be, this would be the Dinosaur. Oh, that's a good turn too. If we can find that third land, that's the ideal opener. Second land. They play the Moxite, right, or something? Removal on voice? That's good. Yeah. Discarding for it, and we get to take that. And honestly, I'm just going to play another Survivor. The Invasion Reinforcements is what our mana curve requires, but in this matchup, let's just identify our strength and focus on it. Because we suspect they have removal, but now that there's backup, all is well. Maybe a Shelter by Ghost on it would have been good. Four in hand. 14 life. 4 available mana. Discarded card. If you do draw 2. Let's see what they toss. Well, that's fine. Let's take an Invasion Reinforcement. Third land. Let's swing with Technique. 6. Galatis, I guess. Down to 8. We need that third land. A field wipe would dominate us. 4 in hand, 4 available mana. Kill our Survivor, which is good. We get the land. Good game. And that's why we like to prioritize Grave Control. The rest will come. All right. Our opponent goes first. So we're going to keep 7. Chocobo? Oh no. I must be allergic. Oh my, that was crazy. 3 sneezes. Woo! I need a nap. Bushwhacked. That's how I feel. I'm tired. I'm bushwhacked. Land in play. Voice of Victory. I believe. Seam Rip, Erode. Erode's not really good removal here, but emergency it'll do. Okay, I mean, I like that they don't have any other creatures. And we can take some damage here. Like, this is fine. Team Rip the Chocobo. Hit for 3. Invasion is active. We also hold up removal, but I don't think we'll need it. Lands. Like the Harmonizer would go, the Mossborn would go. I think they're just gonna Earthbend though. Aggressive. I'll double block. Well, maybe I won't. It re-enters on top of the Ascension, which I don't care for. Turn this on our own. And then just keep going wide. Holding up our removal for like that last moment attack lane opener. Top decking a Suki would be ideal, because they're still at 12, right? We're a little ways off. Escape tunnel. Sacrificing it for the Ascension's final trigger. These are called quest counters, right? When it enters, Earthbend 2, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters the battlefield, put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do, if it has 4 or more quest counters on it, put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control against trample until the end of the turn. We don't have our 5th land. And this is still an opener. So I see 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you want to block 1, that's fine, right? Because it lethal is not lethal. I'll save this. They should block the Truce. But they might block an Enforcement, like a 1/1 or... It's hard to say. Right, so we're really only losing 1 damage. And we would not have had lethal either way. So this potential path I find to be a little bit more advantageous. We hold up the removal and clean out any threats. Oops. So now they're in a position where, you know, attacking doesn't really make sense. Good gam. I do that too, out of habit, just like attack and then concede because it's not working anyways, but out of, you know, muscle memory or whatever, you still go for it. Oh, I had a good game. Yeah, that was fantastic. Going first, keeping 7, Survivor on 1, Voice on 2, Mouse Ghost on 3. The Ghost Mouse. Which would make for a good, like, media, I feel like. Like a cat that was just always chasing a ghost mouse. Could never get it. And the ghost mouse was like playing tricks on the cat all the time. Like a Tom and Jerry, if you will. Let's attack for 2. We have our 3rd land, which is not bad. Really? Man, you're crazy. Is it a Lessons deck and that's why they don't want it there? 2 mana. Slick Shot. Good card. Light Stalt attacks the hand. Wushuga Willis. Was that a negate? An opt. Double mouse. Those are French mice. French Canadian mice. Mouse. You know them by the hats they wear. Two mana up. A lot of targets to look at here. And we only need one. Sleight of hand. Okay. Looking at the top two. One into hand, the other in the bottom. Into boodum. Don't you dare. Well, that is good, yep. Now, can we get our fourth land? That's the big question. Ooh, don't even need it. We're at 15 still, so... Let's get for 6. We pulled up instant speed removal, which is awesome. They're down to 9. We're both in Diamond 1. Looking to get into... I'd still need a few more wins, but... This will just be, you know, along our way. I like to imagine that they're, whoa, going for it again, huh? Okay, well, they still can't cast, because it's their turn, and this is still in play. Oh, it's their turn. They can cast. What am I doing? I thought it was our turn. What am I doing? They couldn't cast. They wouldn't be able to cast. Alright, we do get hit. We remove it, though. Whatever. They take the land. This comes back. We still are looking for our fourth, but I don't think they're going to play anything, and, you know, we'll just rinse and repeat the process, I suppose. Hitting for 4. They did remove a creature last time, down to 5. I think this is done. Fourth land, 2 in hand. Opt is up for 2, flow state for 2, drawing 2. Not terrible. But lethal on board, unless they interact. And they have to do it here, because they can't do it here. Nice win, and we are getting ever closer to mythic rank. 2 more wins, potentially. Going first with no creatures. Ouch. Mulligan. Settle down, Shuffler. Do I take a second mulligan? Yeah. Keeping 5, tossing a land. Tossing the Emeritus. Survivor in play on 1 might just be enough on its own. Those were some weird hands to have. Didn't like those at all. Okay. How aggro is this? Ooh, very aggro. I'm gonna play this pre-quench. I don't want them to just tap and... Or them to untap and then have it to counter us. Lessons are hard to beat. It's a good deck. And I already double mulliganed against a value-based build, so I don't think we're getting out of this. Take the talent. This is it. This is everything I have. You beat this, you win. An Iros, whatever. 1 damage to each creature. Or they don't do it. We draw Suki. and win. That simple. At the very least, I suspect more single target removal. Drawing and discarding. Ooh, to throw away. Are you serious? That is not the right card. One of those times, right, where the hands were just really awkward to start with. Maybe we could have kept that second, but it had 3 Sukis, would have cost 1, had 2, still an Emeritus. It was still filled with 3 drops. We needed a hand with some 1 drops in it. No attack, we could double block. Is there interaction? I mean, just like a removal spell, but in that case they could have attacked and used the removal post block declaration and then still moved 1. Oh, okay, we'll pay 2. We actually do get it, which is nice. Hitting for 3 to 10. This is such a good deck, and we're so far back. 5th land is Temple, so really nothing we draw is terrible, I don't think. Let's swing. Push our tempo up for 5 to 5. The Iroh's no longer a threat to us. Oh my god. I don't know how we got that. That's crazy. Lucky. On the draw, keeping 7. I like this. Now we just need our 3rd land and well, nothing else matters. So let's get in, see what they're utilizing. Packs the hand, starting down, so should be like an Is It Prowess deck, I think. Something that's wanting to play early on. Classic Badger Maul. We're going to take that with a Seam Rip. There's a mouse beside it. Enter 2 to 18. Can we find our 3rd land? If not, that's fine, but I'd prefer to find 3 and then 4 consecutively. That's fine. 2 mana up. Voice of Victory. Swing for 4. They can block, that's fine. They're not casting. So they're just 1/1s. The land. Okay. That's back into play. But not a creature. So that's, you know, good. Can we find our 3rd land? Also removal. Ouroboros is like on the horizon, right? So let's try to deal with that, and it could even be here. Classic. No removal, no land. Good game. No one to hold them, no one to fold them. Going first, keeping 7. Looking for 3 and 4. Also, Suki would be nice. An element or 2 of control. Not, you know, out of the question. What do we see here? Avenger, I don't respond to those. Let's hit 2. There's a voice. Next turn, double drop. Could be sheltered by ghosts. I don't have any control. Beaver's not bad. Up to 2. We have the block. My own removal would be nice. Third land. I mean, we don't really have great attack. They could double block the voice. Just a single block here, it looks like, which is favorable for me as well. There's a second voice. And then it attacks your hand, but unfortunately I am kind of out of juice. There's no removal. And if they get a shelter by ghosts, I am hooked. Top decking our own removal or a Suki would be ideal. +1 counter on the Scavenger. It's now a Spider. Land in tapped. 2 available mana, 4 in hand. Double strike next turn. Another Weaver. +1 counter on the Spider. No? Wow. 4/4 can block. 4/4 can attack. Alright, I'm back in your hand. No removal, unfortunately. Kinda sucks, but whatever. Their mana curve is another land. Whoa! I'm going to keep the reinforcements. I just want to tax their hand as much as possible here. The land is irrelevant, but this could be. Maybe it's 2 2-drops. Okay. Even the shelter is good to get. Double strike on the Scavenger. Hi. Meow. Which, unless it gets flying, I don't mind. Alright, flying or trample. Some form of evasion, even I guess unblockable. That is flying. Yeah, so getting hit for 14 here. Do they have an ethereal armor? Which would be lethal. No! Holy! I think they drew that. Going first, keeping 7, looking for our third. We could potentially roll in on 2 if we wanted. Don't find our land. I think that's probably the better play. Yeah, my wrist is killing me. Ooh. No land, but a perfect 2-drop. It could not be better. Can we get our third land? It could be better. We could draw our third land. Two mana up. They cannot cast on our turn. We don't get the second land. Let's hit for 6. Down to 12. Still looking for the third land. No. Just returning it. Okay. Let's replay it. 3. And then station to 7. Can't believe we're not getting our lands. Come on, Arena. We need a win. Removal. Beautiful. That's criminal. That is criminal. Okay, we're swinging for 6-3. We should be able to play a creature, like we get our third land, and then just immediately station this for an attack. But we need the third land. Holy... We get it, we get it, we get it. All is well. Good game. We were on a bit of a losing streak there. We had to turn that around. On the draw, keeping 7. Voice on 2. Evangelist on 3. Double a road as needed. Double frigate as well. I don't know what they're playing. Annex? Classic. How'd you know? Let's go with an Evangelist here in case there is a field wipe. Swinging for 3 to 15. We have demon control. Worried mostly about a Furdock core, but not a creature, so whatever. Looking for our 4th land. That would be ideal. Professor Delian can -3 on the Evangelist.
You have a chance to
Or the
impress.
Voice of Victory.
Be gone from my presence.
Down 2 to 13. 4th land in play. Here's another voice. Hit Delian, fell for 2. Hit them for 2.
This is
Lumen
the worst
in,
batch of
station the
stress yet.
voice. A little worried about a field wipe, right? They are showing signs of control. And that would be sad. Start with that. Okay. 5 in hand, 2 mana up. Talent discards in a road. Looking for another creature. No. Push up the team for 6. Down to 3. They have the Sanctuary as a demon. They could also make the demon as a demon. That would push them to 5. They have a field wipe. We still have the Evangelist. Right, that will make a bat. I'm gonna lose a frigate. They might well, that would not be good. There's the demon, and we have removal. They go to 5, and we hit for 6. Good game. Not bad, not bad. Let's see if we can get it this time. All right, our opponent is playing first. We have a good enough hand. 1, 2, 3. Kind of a weird card in deck. We might lose this. I don't know if it was worthwhile. Let's tax them first. Voice in on 2. Invasion is also here. Finding a 3rd land. Finding... Ooh, what is it? Interesting. Finding that 3rd land. That's going to be really helpful. Unholy Annex. I can't escape this card. Down to 16. Oh, no land though. Let's attack. Play our invasion. Their turn, I suppose. And then just hope for a third land. And that's why I'm shy. Like, I maybe don't like half that. Playing is good. The minus
Sit
on the voice.
down.
But then we can kill it. So maybe it pluses. They're down to 9.
I knew you were unprepared.
Third land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leave it there. Nope. But we still take it. Down to 4. We've
Death
removed
didn't
their
stop me
source of
before.
life gain. They need a demon or down to 2. They don't have a second black source. Cornucopia in has additional life gain, 2 mana. I gotta remove Suki, but that's still not enough. The rest is good game. Hello, Mythic rank. Let's take a look at our win rate as well. Sorry, I just have to search it up since the icon does not seem to load. Hello, good game untapped is what we pull up for that. And then we're going to take a look at our win rate here. 90%. We're in the very final days here. We've been playing a lot of jank on the channel, but, you know, this 71% here is fairly good, I think, in this session. 25 and 10. That's as good as it gets for me anyways. And playing a non-tiered deck, right? This is just kind of our own creation and doing really well with it. A couple of losses here and there, right? Even these back-to-back losses hurt the most, but they're limited, right? And then the win streaks are kind of adding up on top of them. So a great deck. Check it out. We'll have the deck list in the description for everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a magical day.